Happy New Year from the bench. Let's go.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
I can't get this right. Happy New Year, Pilipinas! This is the bench, and welcome to our huddle, where we offer a layman's view on anything and everything basketball from a bunch of regular dudes who eat, sleep, and breathe hoops. It's the year 2022,
Oh,
and
well.
I'm Julio Dubs Die Hard, and with us is our favorite homies is good on IG.
Hello from the boonies!
It's just, para Jay, tayo lang dalawa.
Oo nga, malungkot.
Bag- Oh.
Hangover pa yata si na Mark eh.
Well, yeah, I know Mike's coming from, I think, out of town, if I'm not mistaken. So I think he's on the way
Right,
back.
right.
EJ, I think EJ's enjoying his brand new toys from Christmas. I think.
PS5 ba?
I don't know. Let's not tell the internet world. Or how was your holidays, Jay?
Good, man. Good. Got to spend time with family, all tested, antigen tested before we got together. Para when we did get together, at least we really had fun, knowing also
Yeah,
that
yeah,
we were
yeah.
all negative. Yeah.
Oh, nga. And well, I'm glad. So you guys had a good one. Yeah, it's a good
We had
celebration.
an extremely good one. That the Christmas lasted till 6 in the morning the following
Well, that's
day.
good. No, come in, yeah. And we hope everyone here watching or checking us out also have good holidays, and
Yep.
we
Merry
we got to
Christmas and a
unwind.
Happy New Year, guys.
Merry
Thanks for
Christmas.
being with us, sticking with us. It's gonna be another year of fun from this show.
Yep. And if you do like our show, again, please do like and follow our page on
Uh-huh.
Facebook. It's The Bench Live. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel on YouTube, The Bench. Please share our episodes to all your friends and families who love basketball. So, what we're going to do today is first, we're going to hit the standings. We're going to update ourselves on what
Uh-huh.
happened over the holidays.
Uh-huh.
And let's see. From now, siguro may mga changes na, Jay, no? Siguro.
Pretty much. Yeah. I haven't
Diba?
checked, to be honest, I haven't checked the standings since our last show. That's been a while.
Yeah, me also.
So
Nga.
yeah.
Uy, from Manoli. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Manols.
Ayun. Happy New Year, Manos. Cheers,
Happy New
bro.
Year.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers. I want to get some coffee. And from Doc Nesty, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, mga
Ayun, no?
papi.
Happy New Year,
Okay.
Doc.
Okay. Wait, sorry, ha. Sometimes my multitasking skills are tested when I'm the one running everything.
Lo and behold,
Yo,
though, at number
yo.
one, diba?
What do you have to
I
say,
did
Jay?
not expect the Bulls to be leading the league at this point. I mean, sorry, not the league, but the East at this point.
I mean,
Especially because they went through a lot of safety protocols. They had a ton of players that went down. A lot of their roster supporting cast players really stepped up. Kobe White in particular stepped up and
yeah.
got into that Caruso role and played really well during this entire stretch. DeRozan has been. This is just me saying. This is not
Yeah, yeah,
official,
yeah,
but
yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
Eastern Conference Player of the Month, man. He had two back-to-back game winners
Game winners.
there at
What was the
the
announcer
tail end of
saying?
the holiday.
DeRozan delivers. That's both days, the announcers were screaming that out.
They
DeRozan with
call him
the
Debo.
shot.
Matagal na ba yan? Matagal na ba yan, Debo?
I know they call him
As in
Dero.
Deebo, Debo.
Talaga? I
I
didn't
saw
know
it
that.
in several posts. I'm like, oy, bago to
Oh, I thought they
He's
called him
developing
Dero.
a new... Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Dero. No,
Sabi ni Mike,
Debo.
feels like 96. Are you driving? Please, Mike, do not drive back home. Don't drive back home, Mike, and text. That's bad.
Stay in Tagaytay.
No, baka malapit. Or baka he just got home. We don't know, diba? Just in time to catch the bench. But no, it's funny because the announcers were going, ano yan, it was, Dear Rosen, this shot delivers. This is hilarious. It
Pilit
was
na
something
pilit
like that. Yeah, yeah.
eh.
But
But
yes,
galing Chicago, man. Galing Chicago. I'll get
dude,
back to Chicago later when we talk about our main topic after the standings.
to
But,
answer exactly what you're saying is yes, I did not. So, I could not even have guessed if Chicago would be number
right,
one at this point by New
right.
Year.
I mean, we kind of figured they'd be in the top five, but number one, or at
To be
least
re-
staying within the top three most of the year so far. It's been
Dude, we were
amazing.
even debating when we were first making our predictions, 6 to 8 sila. We weren't even
Right.
talking top four. We were talking top four when they look really good already in the season. So
Already. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, Jesus Christ.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. What
Brooklyn,
is
Milwaukee, no surprise. I mean, we
Yep.
expect them to be up there. Miami, the same. Cleveland's another surprising team.
Cleveland
They've been
is
having,
yes.
yeah, di ba? Point guard problems and all, huh? No more Sexton. Rubio went down.
I
Yet,
watched the
they're, they're still there competing, huh?
I watched the Cleveland game today,
Was this
and
the one against Indiana?
yeah, kanina. You see it,
Yeah,
kanina?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. I saw
and
parts of it.
and Mobley and Jarrett Allen are like doing double post ups. It's like what the hell?
Mama, oh,
What
mama
kind of
game, man.
offense is going on? Are
Solid.
we like
Right.
sabi nga ni, parang si Mike back to the 90s nga to. Both of them are doing post ups, dude. It was
Yeah.
it was wild, man.
Wild, yeah.
Okay nga sila.
Sabonis. This was against Sabonis and Turner, huh?
And Turner. Yep.
No, they're not against slouches, man. So, hayop.
I just got shocked. All that backing up, parang I felt like, it's like I thought it was a new game, but no, they're
90s.
tall. They're a good team, man. They're a good team.
Right. They got Rondo recently. Maybe that's to shore up the point guard position also because
Well, they got Rondo
both
to do exactly what who got injured for the year? Kawawa naman.
Rubio,
Yeah, Rubio got a
yeah,
torn ACL, right? And
ACL, right.
he's out for the year. So
Same with Sexton, no? I don't know what he got. I don't remember, but same out for the year.
yeah, I think it's ACL also.
Yeah. So
No,
Garland and
MCL,
Rondo.
MCL. Yeah. It's gonna be
MCL.
Garland and Rondo.
I mean,
Um,
hey, if you have enough big men like that to pass to, di ba? Pwede pa rin
yep.
yan eh. Pwede
No,
pa rin yan.
I like the makeup of their team, talaga Cleveland.
A good team. A good young
It's so
team.
weird it's so innovative, kumbaga. It's not, diba, everyone's trying to go small ball. They went big and veterans it's weird. I like
Right.
it, diba?
Washington, though, no, they've already gotten back to where they're sort of supposed to be. That high of winning for a while has gotten away
Yeah.
from them already. Same with the Knicks. The Knicks, they're not even in my top 8. So this
No,
is
but
sort of where I expect them to
that
be.
Charlotte to Toronto to the Knicks will really fight it out. And even all the way down to Atlanta. Why is Atlanta
Right. You can lump
16 and
Philly in
19?
there. Na rin.
Yeah. But
That's
why is Atlanta 16
that's a
and
big
19?
that's a big question mark right there. None of us expected the Hawks to be at 12
Yeah.
after being in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's just nuts, man.
After 35 games, is it safe to say? I know it's only 35 games. You
Yeah.
have to say this is a letdown of a third of the season or almost half, siguro. But it's been a letdown.
It is already. I mean, not enough to be able to still rebound from this and get it together.
Yeah.
But they have had. We've talked about how deep Atlanta has been, their roster, how deep that bench is. Medyo nasubukan that bench at this stretch with hardly any hurter, no Hunter, Cam Reddish in and out of the lineup, even Trey and what's his face
I saw a
and
number.
Capella went
I saw a
down with
number
safety and
kanina. I
protocol.
think they had I think they're one of the most yata with the COVID hit. 11 yata sila, 11 or 12
Yeah.
who entered into protocol. So ang dami lang mga hardship players. Anyway,
Indiana, we're just waiting for them to shake that lineup up.
Yep.
I'm waiting for trades before the All-Star break, or at least
So
by that time.
it's pretty much Chicago who's shocking everyone right now, no? Looking really good.
I think they're the biggest revelation so far, no?
Yeah.
Of the entire
Tara.
league, pa. Eh.
Yep. O tara,
Yeah.
West
Okay.
J. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, you
Yo!
start naman since it's your team up there.
Well, with the West, It's pretty much, you know what, on New Year's Day, we had that Golden State Jazz game, which was a really, really good game, huh? Not just because the Dubs
It
won.
was.
That was a really
No,
well
it was.
played game.
Yeah. Yes.
Dubs went up by 14, Jazz came back, Dubs had to come
Mhm.
back again. And I heard somewhere you see the top three in the West separating themselves from the bunch, if you notice. So
Yes.
um
Yes.
diba? So
The surprise team that's sort of joining that top three, Memphis. That's also a big surprise
yeah,
for me
yeah. No,
because
Memphis is a big surprise.
that's a big separation. 23 to the next team is 18 wins to
Yeah.
19,
Yeah,
diba?
yeah, kumbaga, the top tier of the West, if this continues on this trend, they're creating a
Uh-huh.
gap between 1 to 3 and 4 from the rest, from five all the way
Yes, eh.
downwards, if
And
you
then five all
notice.
the way down.
Yeah.
Right, right, right.
And sad to say, including your Lakers, Jay.
Voila, that to me that's expected. 500 team struggling. We'll see if
Uy,
they can still up their game a bit. The defense is getting better. They picked up some good players that I like what's his face from retirement pa. Really good
si
defender. What's his
Collison.
face? Yes, I like
Collison
I
ba
like
yan?
the Collison pickup. Ariza's finally playing, but he doesn't look like he has enough left in the tank though. He looks really tired and
I just
old.
won't say I just won't say bad words against Avisa, but
No
I don't
man.
I never understood that signing to begin with. Ethan goes your MVP so far. I wonder who he's talking about, Ethan.
Ooh, we'll
I
we'll get to
wonder.
this later though. We'll get to this topic later.
Yeah, actually, yeah, Ethan.
Yeah, yeah.
Our huddle topic is we will revisit. We'll hit the updated
Right,
player
right.
award rankings
Rankings on
on.
some of the awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But hey,
So
curious to know who you pick also, Ethan.
Manoli goes monk is good for fantasy. Yeah, if you like threes, pwede. No, no, yeah, di ba?
he has he has strung a good 4 game performance there, huh? So far, he's been averaging 17, 19 points in the last 4 games, with several assists, some steals here and there. Not
This one I
bad,
don't.
not bad.
This one I don't get talaga, Jay. I don't get how the Clippers are hanging around without Paul George and Kawhi. Can you help me out
Right,
with that one?
right. Well, most of this was with PG. Although, how many games has PG missed na? May
No,
mga
but
3 or 4 na rin, no?
yeah, mga 3 to 4 na rin.
Yeah,
And so I
yeah.
mean, they're not on a 3 game losing streak or something like
No,
that. You
no.
know what I mean?
They
So
don't. They don't even have Zubac now, huh?
yeah, I know, that's why
He's
they don't
out
even have.
also.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I mean, because Zubac has been pretty good for them most of the year. Double
yep.
machine na rin si Zubac eh.
And I think here
But
Mike
yeah,
will
but
be happy that the Spurs
if
are. I sorry,
are where
sorry.
they are.
No, 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 no. Sorry, sorry. I jumped there. What were you saying about the Clippers again? Sorry, sorry.
No,
I saw that.
no, not the Clippers, but going back to Memphis because they've also had several ins and outs of players. They've Clark was injured for a while, hasn't really been getting a lot of playing time. Anderson is out. D Brooks has been out. That team has figured out a way to punch in players and make patong
Yeah.
those holes that they've had, and
All those
it's
mga
been
weird names like
working.
Conchar. What's his name?
Bane,
Conchar. And
dude, Bane is a
Bane.
revelation to me.
Bane is the
Hayo.
only guy I like there. For me, you can throw the whole Memphis team out the window. I'm okay. Diba? Ja
I know you hate D Brooks and Ja,
and Ja. Diba? They say Ja
for
is like
some of
Westbrook.
that taunting and shit.
Well, no. The only reason why I have atraso with Ja and D Brooks is the way they treated Iguodala when
Was
Iguodala
yeah,
was traded there. Because about what happened with the sign
right,
and trade with New Jersey, they had to unload Iguodala who went to Memphis. Iguodala,
right.
being a vet, said that hopefully he can be traded to a contending team, right?
Uh-huh.
That's because he was 36 years old. And of course, Dylan Brooks and Ja goes, well, if you don't want to play here, we're going to show you the Memphis way and all this bullshit crap. And I don't
Right,
know what, man.
right. I know
Um,
him. I think this is just me. I think those two are sort of the locker room leaders for Memphis.
yeah.
And so they're
Yep.
trying to rally that team behind them, trying to take control of the team. Um, to be honest, a lot of these really good players naman have some angst, some angas in
Yes.
them. And
Yeah.
you kind of need that if you're going to drive home a team and, try to win some games. It's a
Yes.
good lineup eh. And I
It
guess they
is.
figured out na they are good enough. So may yabang. May
Yeah.
yabang factor na they want
Yeah.
to beat the good teams.
I'm not going to argue with you. Kumbaga, actually, what they're doing is what they should be doing as a young and
Right.
as a young and up and
Upstart.
coming
Oo.
squad.
Right,
They're
right.
they're how do you say it? They're ruffling some feathers, including feathers of mine.
Yes.
But that's what they should be doing. But puta, it's ruffled now. Okay, fine. You're ruffled. I'm ruffled. Wait, sabi ni Nesty, sabi ni Doc Nesty, Memphis bench is overachieving, grind and
Overachieving.
grind.
They are though. They are, Doc.
Yes.
The whole team is overachieving. But there's a reason. They're playing like they're already winners. They have that sort of attitude that they bring with them. And I
Yeah.
guess it's translating to the way they play also.
And
And
I think
like what Julio and I mentioned earlier, that the way they're able to now pick out a player from that roster, stick it in
yeah.
the starting unit, and still make it work. I think it's a testament to the coach also.
Yeah.
Galing.
Can I just say that I'll add to Memphis, even though I really don't like them. But no, sorry. I'll just add that hot take. I do like. I thought it was just they'll dump Adams move, but I like Adams
Uh-huh.
more than Valanciunas
With
in
them,
Memphis. You know
with
why?
them.
Because all he cares about is getting dirty.
Right.
Valanciunas was
They,
hunting pa for his
right,
shots. Remember, diba? He
right,
would try to
right.
score. See, Adams doesn't care. Let everybody else score. I'll just bang and kick some butt inside and rebound and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Valanciunas kind of hunted.
That's
Go.
that's a really good point you made. Like you said, si JV kasi really wanted his own eh. Para siyang Vucevic, that type of player that can produce kasi. But
Yeah.
because there are so many shooters around that center position, Adams is the perfect guy for them.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you
true.
said, apart from doing the dirty work, now they can even be more angas because they've got Aquaman backing them up, dude.
Yeah. Sabi ni,
Diba?
sabi ni Doc that he remembers the Memphis fans booed Ja when he got back
When he
kasi they
got
lost
back.
games. Yeah, because they were on a
Yeah! I saw
yeah,
that game.
they were on a winning streak and then Ja came
Right.
back and they lost against
Tapos
Portland.
talo.
Against Portland pa.
Oo nga.
No, but I nako, just gonna be a force. That team will be a force. In fact, I mean,
I
that's why I'm
believe
already.
so.
That's why I'm. Diba they say don't make Tanim hate. I'm making my hate. I'm making my hate Tanim early para it grows big.
Possible
And
rival.
anything else, Jay? You want to talk about the West?
I'm good with the West, man. Everything else is sort of predictable na. No?
Yeah, well, if Mike was here, Mike would be happy that the Spurs look like they're tanking again. That's what's
Right.
going.
I wonder talaga if Dame is still gonna stick out with Portland. Stick
Okay,
it out, I mean, with Portland, no?
before we
That's
move
so
to our
weird.
next segment, nga, yes, dude, what's up with Portland? I mean, I
Right?
used to joke that they were mediocre, but this is not even mediocre anymore. What's
Yeah,
up
that's
with that?
way past mediocre. They're lower than San Antonio. San Antonio's trying to
And when they lose so bad. It's not, you know
big.
what I mean?
Yeah. Dame's also been inconsistent because he's also been in and out of the lineup. Hard to get something going.
Yeah.
Lalo na his shooting, no? I mean, he still gets steals, a block here and there, even the assists. But his shooting's been awful because of being in and out of the lineup. And plus, no CJ.
Last
Not,
also
not, not that I'm a fan of CJ, or not that CJ means a lot. I mean, Powell can do what CJ does.
and if I'll end I'll end our standings update lang with, remember when Houston had a winning streak?
Yeah.
all they had to do was bring back all their young stars and they lose again. That's it. Diba? Eric Gordon, upo ka muna. So
Ay, may problema sa locker room yan, ha?
dude,
They had a big fight now or something.
yeah, that's the reason why Kevin Porter dropped that low in the draft to begin with. Is because he's capable of blowing up pala like that. He left the arena, dude.
Yeah,
Do you know
wild, no?
do you know who he fought with pala? Guess who he fought with? The
Was it
assistant coach.
Was it
The,
Green?
no, the assistant coach
And
who he
Green?
ended up screaming with was John Lucas pa of all people.
Oh, wow.
I mean, NBA veteran, di ba?
Right.
He's the
Saka
assistant coach.
well loved, NBA well loved character.
Yeah,
John
that's why.
Lucas.
So
Yeah.
I think John Lucas was getting on certain players' cases about the intensity, and then yun, nag-flip
Right.
si Kevin Porter Jr. and he left the arena mid-game, dude.
That's nuts, man.
Ay.
That's
Okay,
nuts. How can he be complaining? He averages what? 4 turnovers a game. Punk.
I know.
What a punk.
Okay, I guess. Wait,
All right.
Okay, so our next segment
Oh,
is
go
we're
ahead.
gonna be what did we call this? Happy New Year. I don't know what the title
Happy
is now anymore.
New Year, new game.
New Year, new game. So it's like we're gonna check naman. I mean, we're gonna check out what is happening in the player award race and seeing how we're starting the whole new year. So who
Right.
are based on NBA.com, who are on the leaderboards for
Ayun,
these?
you have graphics.
Yeah, we do. We have on the site.
Ah.
Sabi ni
Oh,
Bobby,
ho, ho.
sabi ni Bobby, John Lucas is a mini artist
Mini
Gilmore.
artist Gilmore.
Are you saying parang artist Gilmore bobblehead si John Lucas? Ganun ba yun?
What's that? The big hair and then the beard?
Yeah, that's how John Lucas
Happy New
looked like
Year.
also. Happy New Year, Bobby.
New Year daw eh.
New
May
Year.
amats pa yata to si Bobby. Anong
Inggit ako.
tinira mo ng holidays, ha?
Inggit ako pag ganyan. Okay, so
Sige.
it's very simple. We will go back to our, and it's right there. So this is the Kia MVP ladder. I guess we'll start with the MVP na, no? Let's
Aba,
not-
he's still leading?
No, this is as of December because I did this updates every week. So as of December 31, I don't know if this is big enough. Giannis
He goes into the
moves
number one
up to
spot
the number
again.
one spot
Wow.
in the Kia race to the MVP ladder. No, we'll go through them, and then I want your thoughts, Lang Jay. We don't have to go through them
Yeah.
one by one, but
Yeah.
so for the Kia MVP ladder, Giannis as of December 31, Giannis hits the number one on that ladder. Number two being Kevin Durant of Brooklyn.
Very
Number three-
similar stats for both of them.
Yeah. Number three, Steph Curry.
Uh-huh.
Who was number one last week, actually. Number four,
Right.
Jokic. Number five, there. I'll probably talk about
Gobert?
Gobert.
Oh.
And then rounding up the
I'll
top
mention
10.
him also later because
Rounding up the top 10 would be Chris Paul, James Harden,
wild. Huh?
DeRozan, Embiid.
DeMar is a
Zach
good addition to that top 10, man. That's
Yes.
a good addition because I really feel he stepped up, man. I was never a DeRozan fan. I used to call DeRozan and Lowry chokers when they were in Toronto, man. Lowry ended up winning without DeRozan with Kawhi in Toronto, and then DeRozan, hey, maybe paid his dues, learned shit from Pop, and is now applying it with the Bulls, man. Galing.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I would like to say is that I don't, maybe last year, I do not agree with, I don't know if really they're using all these analytics. I don't agree with Gobert being in the higher
Super.
than
Yeah, man.
Donovan Mitchell has been
Yes.
playing really well for them recently also. And I know he's here as
Yeah.
honorable mention, Donovan
Right.
Mitchell. But
Right.
I think Donovan Mitchell should be the number 5 if Utah's doing this well, as compared to last year, wherein everything was really being run through Gobert. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell's having a really good season so far. He's like 7th in scoring, and
Yeah.
I don't know why
No,
it's Gobert.
I can't put Gobert ahead of any of the names below him, from Chris Paul to Zach LaVine. I can't even put him higher than Butler, Booker, LeBron, Mitchell, or Ja, dude.
Yeah.
Number 5, really? This guy's, I don't know, huh? Someone, I forgot who said this, but someone, an ex-player or one of the commentators said that how can this guy even be considered defensive player of the year? Sans the Blacks. If this guy isn't even guarding the best player of the opponent's team. That's a good point, man.
Yeah.
And to
I
put
think
him up
last
here, number 5 in the MVP race is just
that has to be an analytics thing because last year talaga
PU.
their defensive matrix was really strong and syempre anchored around
Yeah,
Gobert, diba? I mean
yeah,
that's about it.
sure, but
Yeah.
I
I know.
mean,
I get
Draymond controls the defense. That's different. Gobert doesn't do that.
yeah.
He just blocks shots, man. He's not like, oh, you be here, oh, you be here. Oh, wait, I'm following here. You better take that guy. Oh,
Yeah.
watch out for the switch. He's not calling out plays like that, like
Yep.
Draymond would
Yep.
do.
Yep.
How can he be
No.
MVP number
It's
5? What the
it's
hell?
no. When we get to the defensive ratings, and we'll get back to this whole Gobert topic
Mhm,
again. So
mhm.
okay, Bobby says hand up si Demar sa Bulls. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
we've been
Super
oozing
Bobby.
Demar,
Galing.
diba? We've been
Oh,
oozing,
oh.
and
Watch out for him having a bad week this week.
kind of weird na honorable mention lang si LeBron sa article na yan. Actually, this is not an article. This is the weekly
Yeah, this is
NBA.com.
actually a weekly
The
ranking, Bob.
Yeah, this is
Wild,
their
though.
weekly ranking. I'm
Yeah,
not a LeBron fan, but he's usually top 3 at least. Yes, actually,
yeah.
LeBron just
He
came
should
back
be
in.
top 5, in my opinion.
He
I,
was, but remember, he
this
was
is not.
down
Yeah,
because he wasn't playing, and then the Lakers were bad, and now lang he's coming back because of his 30-point
yeah,
stretch. Diba?
yeah, yeah.
He's had a
Right.
string of 30-point games,
Did
so that's
just to add to this, a little trivia lang. He actually has the most 30 plus point games in the NBA now, and that's also with the missing games. Huh?
Are we serious?
Inclusive, yeah, including the missing games, he has the most number of 30-point games in the league. Dude, at least
Dude,
top 5. I'm not saying, and I'm not saying this because I'm a Laker fan. Huh? I'm not a big LeBron fan, to be
yeah.
honest. I'm just a Laker fan. But dude,
Uh,
the Lakers won't even be 500 without
I
LeBron.
know. Diba?
Kampungan yan.
Sabi ni Doc, the Jazz is just like Malone Stockton Jazz, good, but won't probably win the championship. That's what we're saying.
Ay, galing.
Yeah,
Galing, Doc.
tama si Doc.
Yeah, that's perfecto.
He
But
also says
who's
that LeBron.
on a tear nga? Yeah, I agree, Doc. This is not because I'm a Lakers fan.
No, you said it. You said it
But
naman
yeah,
talaga, Jay. Diba his stat I didn't even know that stat that he has the most
yeah,
30-point games
wild,
this
diba?
season. That's
Yeah,
quite wild.
more
So that's
than,
how.
diba, more than KD, more than
Yeah.
Steph, who we see spectacularly get into the 30-point games.
Okay. Now let's
Uh,
move on. I mean, in all
before we
honesty,
move on, who's your
go.
personal MVP?
My MVP this season. I'm not going to. I'm gonna put Bobby. Bobby made a good comment when we get to the next
Oh, sige.
segment. The next thing here, but my personal MVP here, honestly, I mean, I'm not gonna stroke my forehead. I mean, it is what it is. But if the Warriors are the number one record in the league, this guy becomes MVP.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I won't argue. I won't say any other
Diba?
thing.
Diba?
That's
Even
my
if they're not,
MVP also.
even if they're number one in the West, the only way I think KD can take this away is if and that's even a slim chance if I
Uh,
think if the Nets are number one and he's really the reason why, wherein it's really obvious because when Kyrie comes back, if he comes back, Harden, if Durant's numbers goes down and they're still number one, it might take away
uh,
from his MVP claim. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Diba? Parang ganyan.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so even if the Warriors are number one in the West, ang lakas ng claim ni Curry sa MVP.
Right,
That's
right.
what
It
that's what
should
I
be
think.
kasi nga because of first off because of the record and because they are beating so many good teams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no, even Bobby agrees, man. Boston fan yan. It
I'll
is
I'll
what it
put
is, man.
I'll put your comment, Bobby, later about what's that. The bagay to sa next. So um Anything else about the MVP race so far? This is just naman a weekly.
We're good.
We're
Yeah.
good, no? But still, I mean, good to know that this one talaga, si DeRozan is the one that I feel should be even top 5 right now. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes. The only
Yeah.
reason siguro he's not there is because of living. Because
Yeah.
it's become what the best wing combo in the NBA right now before Clay comes back. we'll see when Clay comes back.
Well, let's move them on. The defensive player ladder. Yon, number 1.
Yawn.
Draymond Green. Okay, and now we're gonna get to that point.
Dapat
That point
Dapat
that you
lang.
made. Number 2,
Yeah, I mean,
Rudy
puta,
Gobert.
ito na
Okay,
naman siya.
okay. No, but we'll get to. I find something medyo funny here.
Si Gobert! Gobert!
Number 3, Matisse Thybulle.
Gobert.
Interesting, ah. Matisse Thybulle. Number 3.
Interesting, Matisse Thybulle nga. Yeah, I mean, he's galing, but top 3.
Next 5, Marcus Smart, Mikal Bridges,
Okay.
Gary Trent, because
Okay.
he makes so much steals, diba?
Steals,
Miles
Caruso,
Turner,
the same steals.
Alex
Turner, the block.
Caruso.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
they put this, and this is kind of it's a good list, but this is kind of
It's a
funny
good
for
list,
me.
yeah.
This is kind of funny, and I'm gonna put Bobby's statement muna here that he puts. I agree, Jay. Mas magaling si Draymond sa defense. I'd pick Padim
Padim!
Israel.
Idol yan si Padim. Bait
You know
pa
what?
yan.
When a
Si
show
Pastor
goes by
Padim.
that we don't have a PBA reference by Bobby, I feel cool
Wala
in my
si-
life.
Mas magaling pa
Okay.
si Jawo eh. Kaysa kay Gobert eh. Gobert.
Gobert. No, but here, okay, Jay, to your point, okay, how
Yeah.
can Gobert be top 5 in the MVP race?
Right. If he's
But
not
not
even
be-
number 1 on D.
And he's not naman a big time scorer.
No.
Oh,
No. I mean,
So-
yeah, he'll get a good field goal percentage because all he does is dunk.
no, he's averaging 14 points if I'm not, if I saw that stat correctly. So no, but does that mean that
And he can-
Draymond should be also in the MVP race? I mean, diba? I mean,
Yeah.
the Warriors
Yeah.
had the number 1 defense in the league. If they were basing it on Gobert last year, wherein the whole defensive
Yeah.
matrix was on Rudy Gobert, and he was doing a lot for the Jazz last season,
Right.
the Dubs have the number 1 defensive rating this season.
Right.
And
I
we
mean,
had-
he is a main reason why the Dubs are leading the league in D, on D. And I mean, notice that game before the Utah game.
The Denver game.
Yeah.
The-
Dude,
we
that
super,
was a struggle because of Draymond not being there.
it
they
took
had
them
to
3
adjust.
quarters to figure out how to play.
Right,
without-
right. And if you notice, when they did win against Utah, Iggy sort of played that Draymond role, which is
Yeah,
also
yeah, yeah.
familiar doing naman. It took
Yeah,
him
yeah.
a while lang, nabigla. Di pa siya, he's not really in todo game shape yet. They're kind of babying Iggy along pa eh.
Well, yeah. They want to make sure he's playing talaga sa playoffs. But
Right,
malakas.
right.
Draymond is all in this year for this title. He loves this title a lot. So he's really all in. The guy hasn't even
And
missed
I-
games. It's funny.
How nice the first he's not a rim protector, nor is he a lockdown on-ball defender. What does he do? He runs the entire defense in there, dude. He tells those mofos what to do, where
Yep.
to be, who to cover, when to switch.
And if you watch him also really, really well, he has those parang in football, meron siyang mga audibles. He will do
Yeah,
a quick
super.
double, and then not even just the double, he will do a quick double and fake it. Para when they pass out, kuha na niya yung steal. He'll back out
Right.
eh. Magda-double
Right.
siya, papass out sila, kuha niya yung steal. Kasi he
Right.
anticipated the pass. Parang ganyan.
Yeah,
It's-
this is cerebral defending. And that should be considered an MVP more than some tall guy that can block shots. Man.
Yeah,
That's
but we're
just
not-
my opinion.
But okay, I will give Gobert this. What's wild about Gobert though this season lang? Para let's not naman always is that his rebounding clip this season is something else. He's been getting like 16, 17 rebounds in certain games.
15, Yeah.
Yeah,
Parang
mga ganyan.
Capella lang yan. Capella does the same, dude.
baka na dapat pa sa MVP race si Capella also.
Capella has the same stats. Compare. I mean, we can't. We don't have to do it now. But on your own time, compare Capella's stats to Gobert's. It's the same. It's the same person.
It's the same person, just not French.
Yeah. And look at Turner's stats also. It's the same person. Turner has a higher fantasy ranking than Gobert.
Huh? Are you serious?
Well, at least he did at the start. I have not checked. I have
No,
not
I got shocked. Yeah.
But Turner had Turner was like number 4 at one point. I don't think Gobert reached number 4.
Sabi ni Bobby, si Tom Brady lang yata ang hindi kayang bantayan ni Draymond. Not him only, pare. Apparently, the whole NFL for the last 20 years can't guard Tom Brady.
Di niya rin yata kaya bantayan si Steph.
Oh, what? Rookie? Rookie naman tayo?
Sige.
Okay.
Thibault, no? Surprising.
Yeah. You want to talk about
galing,
Thibault already?
No. It's all good. Nabanggit ko lang kasi nga.
No, but that means for me is that he'll be in that conversation for the next how many years, diba? Kasama na siya on the level of like Marcus Smart.
Smart, that's always there.
Yeah, Turner,
always there.
Caruso, that's interesting. Dami niyang steals kasi.
Same with
Caruso.
Gary Trent, who I both have in my fantasy team in our league actually.
Oh,
Caruso hasn't been playing lang, so my steals have medyo dipped a bit. But I have 2 of the top 3 in steals in our fantasy league. And Gary Trent scores, man. He scores.
And we're facing each other this week. Patay na naman ako.
They're out, dude. I have INJs left and right. So, you got me this week.
Uy, wag. Voodoo is bad.
You have more games than I do. You're 43 to my 37 or 38.
Ito naman si Bobby. David Caruso.
Sana redhead din to si Alex no? Perfect sana tapos mag-shades yan.
So the rookie naman. Ito naman, I don't believe it. Umakyat lang to dahil he had a bunch of huge games. So number 1 for them now is Franz Wagner.
He's been really consistent all year, huh? I have him in one of my public leagues. No.
15 points. So I'll give it to him. He's been but kasi good player, bad team eh. Yan ang ito pa rin sa akin
it says though, since the last ranking, go back.
Okay,
sorry. Since the last ranking, sorry.
Up ba? Sorry.
No, to his there. Since his last ranking, which is his last ladder, 19. Yeah. So he's upped his scoring a bit. Parang siya yung naging go-to eh. I watched the Orlando game against the Lakers and magaling si Kulokoy. I don't know though. I still think I'm a Scotty Barnes kind of guy.
Yeah, number two, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah. Look at the boards, man. That's number a big man right there.
Oh, yeah. Number 3, Mobley. Isa pa yan. Look at the boards.
Isa pa yan. Their stats also don't differ much, no?
Yep. Tapos number 4, Cade. I like.
Medyo nakabawi na to.
Yeah, dude, he's pretty good, man. And then the guy you were talking about kanina, si Giddy.
Here's another guy, si Gid Charlemagne.
Look at these numbers, pare. 10.7 rebounds, 6 assists.
Diba?
That's no joke.
I don't know if this was just kanina or it was yesterday, but he's now the youngest guy to ever have a
I saw that. Yeah. He's the youngest player ever to get a triple-double, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Husay. Ano to? Bata ni EJ to sa fantasy naman. Matagal na niya na-pick up to eh.
Dude, di ba they say that, there was talk about how this rookie team might not be as heralded as it was. Dude, look at their numbers. These are the rookies.
They're living up to it. The one that hasn't lived up to the hype has been Jalen Green, sad to say.
Yes.
I say sad to say because the guy's part Pinoy.
But even if you say he hasn't been living up, he's still averaging 14 points, huh? It's not like he's the most hindi siya bust, kumbaga.
No. And that's also with regards to how good this draft batch has been.
Yeah. Number
Diba?
6, Duarte. Sengun.
Galing rin this guy. We kind of figured this guy would do well, you know. Kasi
Yeah,
nga,
yeah.
like you said, you even compared him to Brogdon. Medyo age like fine wine rookie to eh.
Dude, the Warriors wanted
He
Duarte.
paid
I
his
mean,
dues before Duarte came into the draft. So
Indiana beat the Warriors by one
the
pick.
Warriors to him, really.
That was supposed to be the pick. No, kasi ba number 14 si Moody eh. That was supposed to be Duarte.
right.
If number
Right,
13
right,
si
right.
Duarte.
Right.
Sabi ni Bobby Scott Bayo daw si Giddy. These days are right.
Oy,
These happy days.
masyado ka old school, Bobby. Dito ka naman sa medyo millennial. Si
Charles in
Timothy
charge.
Chalamet.
This guy also came out of nowhere. Huh? Imagine this guy's not even.
Sengun?
No, see Herb Jones.
Herb Jones. I've not even heard of him. And the last player I heard na pangalan, si Herb Williams pa. Nagalaro.
Herb Jones. Herb Jones
Yun, Herb
of-
Jones.
of the Pelicans. He's like a mini Draymond Green, dude. For them, he does a lot.
Really? I've not really
Yeah.
watched the Pelicans much. to
Not
be
so much
honest.
in the assists, but he's like a do-it-all type of forward.
Really?
Gotten playing
Really?
time for the Pelicans recently. And then this is weird also. Jeremiah Robinson Earl, dude, number 32. And of course, look, like you mentioned, number 10 pa rin si Jalen Green, ha? For averaging 14 points a ball
But
game.
number 2 overall, you'd think sana top 5
Yeah.
at least. No? Diba? So that's why I was saying medyo disappointing. Medyo.
Well, we thought
magulo,
kasi he,
magulo rin kasi diba? The Houston team is magulo eh. All these young guns trying to
We
be
thought-
the man.
we thought kasi he was going to be the rookie of the year, apparently not. So
No nga eh.
and look at the stats, Jay. Look at the stats. Rockets were 8-7 without him, and 2-18 with.
Oh my God. That's a telling stat, huh?
Yep.
What the hell?
I don't know. That's why diba, when they want to
Yeah.
win lang, they play Sina Gordon. When they want to tank, it's back to Jalen Green and Herb Jones sounds like a jazz musician's name, sabi ni Bob.
Pwede. Either a jazz musician or a dispensary owner.
Ito. Okay, let's
Herb
go. Let's
Jones.
Herb Jones. Ito. Let's loosely talk about kasi there's no rankings on these players. But let's ikaw, Jay.
Yeah, pwede.
Who would be your coach of the year
My
so far?
coach of the year would be... Wait, I have a list here.
Knox. Okay, sige.
No, I'll mention JB Bickerstaff because of how the Cavs have been
That's a good
doing
one.
so well. I'll mention Taylor Jenkins because of how Memphis is also
Memphis.
playing. Steve Kerr because of how the
Yes.
Dubs have taken this. But my guy is Billy Donovan so far. Galing.
yeah.
It's working.
Actually, those
Really
are
working.
my two. It's Steve Kerr or Billy Donovan. That's where I am right now with the whole.
Yeah.
With
Pwede.
the whole
I
thing.
wouldn't cry if any one of them would get it.
Sixth
I
man?
think they're both very
Ang
deserving.
hirap dude ng sixth man. I don't know who's a sixth man talaga now. Is Jalen
You
Brunson
know,
ba a sixth man? Diba?
I read an article nga that even had Herter there. Although Herter would also start it.
Diba?
Last year he was a starter. He started the year as a starter, and then later on was relegated to the bench when Hunter was playing.
Yeah, that's why.
Hunter left, he became a starter again. So parang gulo.
I first said pa nga Patty Mills. But Patty Mills
Ayan
started.
pa. I would
But
put Patty Mills and Jordan. Patty Mills was started because of the protocols na din.
No, and Kyrie's not. They lost Harris and wala si Kyrie, so he's starting.
Right.
So
Right,
I'm up.
right,
I'm
right.
up in the air with sixth man right now. I have no idea what the hell.
Me also, although I'll give Jordan Clarkson a slight edge because he has been playing the role, not really
pwede.
started,
Yeah.
and has been playing the role to the hilt. So
by technicality.
Pwede. he might be our next Lou Will, our next Crawford kind of guy na medyo multi sixth man awardee.
That's true. Most
Right.
improved. We'll end this with most improved. Who would you think?
Yan, isa pa to. Madaming
Madami, di ba?
Ja has improved from last year especially on the leadership end.
Yeah, yeah.
Stat
Okay.
wise, I think he's an all-star na now. Last year, fringe pa lang. Now all-star na. I'll
Mhm.
mention the Jonte Murray of the
Wait,
Spurs.
Manoli gave a really
He,
good thing. Pang sixth man to. He's been a sixth man
ah,
most of the time.
pwede.
Yep.
Tama
Pwede.
yan,
No,
tama.
not
Good
just
one, boss.
most. Parang
Yeah.
all the time pa.
Yep.
I don't think he started this year.
Very, yes,
Nice
me
one,
also.
Manol. Nice one,
Very,
Manol.
very minimal starting
Pwede.
si Tyler Hero.
Pwede.
And
And
pwede
he's
rin
been
actually,
carrying,
pwede most improved rin to. Actually.
oh nga, and he's been carrying Miami, ha?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
Butler has partially played, man.
Yep, yep.
He's been in and out. Duncan has been a flop this year compared to how he was last year. Hero's been the guy.
Me, I
Hero's
have
been
one
the
name.
hero.
I have one name who ako, has to be also Jalen Brunson has to be in that conversation, dude. That guy's been that
Yeah.
guy's. Ako, I think Jalen Brunson's been keeping also Dallas afloat up
Afloat.
to
You're
some
right. With
up to
on
some
those
extent.
nights, Luca has had to sit. Brunson
Luca,
has carried, more than
Luca
Tim Hardaway.
or KP. Well, one of them. So one of
Yeah.
them's always
Yeah,
sitting,
yeah,
di ba?
yeah.
You have
And
anybody
also,
else?
on the most, no, not none on the sixth man, but on the most improved, I've been John T. Murray. I think he's sort of carrying the Spurs, and
That's
that's
true.
why our
Yeah.
friend Mike has been on the
Sweating.
yeah,
Sweating.
medyo roller coaster ride. See, because they're beating good teams when they're on their game. They don't look like a tanking team, which is hard for someone for a fan like Mike who wants them to tank so that they can get better. But that's
Yeah.
how good DeJounte has been.
Yeah.
And then just a few more. I have Lamelo, who's vastly improved.
Yeah.
I think he's
From
really emerged
rookie
as,
year.
parang leader na siya.
Yeah.
Even with Rozier there, man.
But the
Parang
only
leader
thing
na
about
siya.
Lamelo, though, from what I know, when they give the most improved player, they normally don't give it from a first year, second year
Right.
player because there's really
Right.
talaga dapat an improvement if you're a big player. That's their thinking. Like even Halliburton. Of course,
Mm.
Halliburton will be better because now they established that he's really good, so they're giving him more freedom. Talagang
Oh,
guaranteed
but he hasn't
improvement yun.
he hasn't upped his game compared to last year's. Di ba?
No, dude,
Oo, I
recently.
Or
You know,
recently, maybe, but not all year. EJ's
well, yeah,
been
not all
complaining
year.
about him, nga. EJ had him
Hmm?
on
He's
fantasy.
complaining
Na
about him.
waiver wire pa eh.
Not anymore, dude. EJ is just trying to make what's that?
And then just a few more names. I have Jordan Poole also, who I think
Yes.
has vastly improved
Yep,
and
that's
should be
true.
considered. Desmond Bain is one of them also,
Dude,
and then
isa
Miles
pa yun.
Bridges,
Pero
another
rookie also nga.
another
Yeah,
Hornets
yeah.
guy. Di
Uh,
ba?
Yeah,
Who's
dude.
it?
Dude,
Yung
just
Bain,
to,
maski rookie, ang sama naman kasi nung umpisa eh. Tapos biglang, boom, superstar.
I don't know if you can see it, but Tyrese Halliburton is ranked 10 in fantasy right now. Just letting you know.
Really?
Yep. He's been
Wow.
playing really well the last month or so.
Wow.
No joke.
Haven't been watching the Kings din eh.
I know. Kadeem Hardison pa rin ang best sixth man ever. Dude, Kadeem Hardison. Okay, that stumped me right there. Jay, Kadeem Hardison.
Kadeem Hardison, yan ba yung sa ano? Yan ba yung sa Cool Ice? Cool Run-ins pala, Cool Run-ins.
Yeah, diba? Isn't that? Yes,
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
right. Yeah. Isn't that? Yeah, that's the one. So Cool Runnings.
Yeah, di ba?
Yeah.
I think most
Galing mo,
improved
galing mo.
players should be renamed. You used to suck, but now you don't.
I have a really bad joke for that, but I won't because baka may MTRCB tayo. You used to,
You used to suck, but now you.
yung multo sa sixth man. Yeah. Yep, that's the one. That's that. Yep,
Utol ni Marlon Wayans. Yan na nga.
yan pala yung reference niya. That, yeah, I saw that movie.
Yung pala, hindi pala Cool Run-ins.
Was the same actor? Ano, hindi, no? Hindi yun same actor.
Hindi pala, katunog
Kadeem
lang.
Hardison, okay. Super old school. Is Kadeem Hardison the guy who came out in that Lisa Bonet spin-off where she was in college? That's him, right?
Wow, tagal na yan.
What was the name?
Lisa
Anyway,
Bonet.
no, the she had a Cosby Show. Then she had a show.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
was
she
in
did nga.
college. Her best,
Yes, I remember what you was. Yes, what was
basta
it?
her best
Anyway,
friend
yeah.
there was Kadeem
It was a
Hardison.
spin-off. It was a spin-off of the Cosby
Yeah.
Show.
Are we digressing too
Right.
much, ba? We still have OT. Let's go. Sige, sige.
So
Let's.
we're good with the awards.
Yeah, we're good with.
Coach
I'm
of the
good with.
year. Yeah, I think we've mentioned. Yeah,
Si sabi ni Bobby. Yep. It's
different
a
world. There you
tama.
go.
See, it's Kadeem Hardison nga. See, my memory. My
Oh,
memory.
same. He was also in Cool Runnings.
No, iba
Same
yun.
guy.
Ah, talaga?
Huh? Yeah. Siya din yun.
Yeah, I won't. I
Anyway.
believe you. Dude. I believe you because I can't. I don't. Akala ko pa nga PBA import siya kanina dahil sinasabi mo si Bobby puro PBA import eh.
Si Bobby puro nostalgia eh. Panahon niya kasi yan eh.
Okay. So we are extending, but since we were gone for 2 weeks, okay lang to.
Right,
extend-
right.
we
Kita mo,
extend a little.
dal namin ni
Oo nga.
dal namin ni Julio. We're covering for Mike, for EJ.
No, and we were covering for 2 weeks. So now we're gonna go into our overtime. New year, new game. Really, really quick. I know we were supposed to talk about what's the NBA been like since all this COVID's
Yeah,
going
man.
around.
It's been weird. It's been
Diba?
weird for fantasy, most especially.
Yep.
I mean, we have teams dealing with 11 players at one point. The Bulls had, right, on safety protocols. Hot damn! It's a different game because well, they had to change the rules pa. Now they've brought it down to 6 games.
Yeah, they
And
brought it
then
down.
you have to test. Then you
No,
have to test
5 days. Parang
negative.
5 or 6 days yata. So
There you go. Days pala, right?
Yeah, days.
Right. So if it's
And-
not bad if it makes Champo on a slow week for a certain team. Some teams would have a 2-3 game week, and that would be okay, livable for a team.
Yeah.
If it happens on a like Memphis this week has 5 games, and you have Anderson going down to it.
Patay.
Diba? So you have medyo
Yeah.
you'll feel it more than the other teams.
Yeah.
So Champo, it's all it all makes Bawe karmically because all teams will have it because it's going around that much. But it's really causing a lot of havoc even in the NFL. I think even more so
Yeah.
than the NBA. I think the NBA has handled it pretty well.
Yeah, well, they have their. It's just funny how with this, the new game thing. It's funny how it's a good and bad thing. First of all, the whole Omicron COVID thing going
Right.
on there. It almost looks like the players are just going through chicken pox. They sit out for a while and then they come back.
Yun
and then
lang,
they
it
play.
happens pretty often because
Pretty
of how
often.
transferable this Omicron is.
Yeah. But it's interesting how because of the hardship rulings now is that you get some old names coming back, which is interesting. And like
Yeah.
Lance
Wild.
Lance Stephenson has been hopping on different teams. He's now with Indiana.
Yeah.
Indiana ba? Basta he went
Yeah.
from Atlanta now to Indiana.
Yeah, I think he's on his third 10 day.
Me out of
Yeah,
all
same
this,
with IT.
IT.
IT was with the Lakers. Now he's with
Dallas.
I forgot to Dallas. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope the Dubs can at least waste 10 days on Monta Ellis. Ako, that's all I'm hoping for.
Galing sana, no? That would
Diba?
be
That-
super nostalgic.
That would have
man.
been cool.
Yeah.
But yes,
Me nga, I'm hoping for Karim eh. Baka kaya. Wala naman Centro LA eh.
Magic. He'll
Get
be the
Magic,
oldest
get
naman may
Karim,
triple
10 day
double.
lang naman, di ba?
But yes, the game. No, but just like regular life, I guess. I mean that's where we're headed. Is that we hope everything
Right.
everything normalizes there in the NBA, and we hope also like here in the Philippines, dude, our cases are going up, and we hope everyone is staying safe out there, and I hope it
Right.
doesn't hit everybody hard.
Right.
And
Please don't do a Gwyneth Chua. She's not good.
I know,
She's not good. Don't do shit like that.
I
Be
know,
responsible, guys.
yeah, dude. My daughter came from the States twice in this whole pandemic, and she quarantined every single time. And
Right.
it even appalls me that you can actually even do that. It's like,
Diba?
wow.
I mean,
Only in the Philippines.
Just so you can
I don't want to say
party.
it, but
What,
I
bal,
mean, huh?
wala ka lang paki sa ibang tao nun, just so you
Yeah.
can party. What the hell?
I'm not gonna get political or anything, but I mean, we're talking pandemic and life and death,
Yeah, we're just telling
and
people to be more responsible,
yep.
to think about others before your self-interest, you know. Simple. It's simple. It's just being a decent person. Really. Protect yourself, wear your mask, all that. All good.
And on that note, thank you everyone. We extended. Sorry, Jaya, we were just into this whole
No,
cuento. Thank
no
you,
worries.
Bobby, Manoli, Doc,
Thank you, Doc
Papi,
Nesty,
Ethan. Thank you everyone
Ethan,
for
yes.
yep. Thank you everyone for showing up. And again, on that note, we'll take Bobby's last comment na sana bumalik si Artes.
Oy,
Kasi his name,
tanggapin ko sa Lakers yan. Oldest naman eh.
again, please do share our show to anyone you know who likes basketball. Subscribe to our channels and Facebook. And everyone do stay safe. There are, all over the world, cases are rising, but they say it's not as strong as Delta, so we just gotta ride it
Yep.
through, and
Yep. We got this. We got this.
we got this. See you this Thursday. Happy New Year,
Yeah.
guys.
Happy
Nice to
New
be back, Jay.
Year!
Take
And
us
on
home,
that
Jay.
note,
Take us home.
as always, we said it first here on The
The Bench. I don't